In this video, we're looking at two new devices from Voopoo. That is the Argus G4 and the Argus G4 Mini, but that really isn't the title of the video. The title of the video, the excitement of the video, is a new vape innovation, and that is multi-ohm technology. Now, yeah, there's a lot going on in this video. We're going to be looking at two new devices, but with very special features. So let's jump straight in and have a look at everything there is and try to walk you through all of the excitement. So here it is. I've made a nice little divide line because there's two products to go through. So I'm going to deal with the Mini first. At first blush, they look very similar. We'll ignore this one. We'll focus on this one. So this is the Argus G4 Mini. Out of the box, you get like a user guide. And you get a USB-C charge cable. We're going to ignore the user guide because you've got me. You don't need it all. And we're going to take a look straight at the device. Twirly twirls, nice thin device. We can see it's side fill, or some people call that top fill. And it's the Argus pod, available in a 2mm in TPD regions and 3.5mm internationally. We've got a side adjustable airflow, which I really like. A lot of people just brush over how good that is when it's placed on the rear or the face of the pod, as opposed to the side. When it's on the side and it goes in and out of your pocket, that easily adjusts. But when you've dialed it in just how you like it, I really prefer it when it's across the back of the device. Really nice, simple little positives on this one. Branding on the base there, you've got Voopoo just jumping out in the light. USB-C charge, a menu screen, there's their logo, and the model, which is the Argus, part of the Argus range. Now, the menu screen on this one is very simple. I will go through it device by device because this is entirely proprietary to the G4 Mini. It's different on the next device we're going to look at, which is just G4. So on this one, it serves two purposes. You see you've got 4 bars. Each bar represents a quarter of the battery life. So when 2 bars aren't illuminated, you have half a battery, and so on as it goes down. The colour relates to the new multi-ohm pods. So let's jump to the pod itself. Now, most pod devices launch with a range of pod resistances available. We normally see, I don't know, something from, say, as low as a 0.4, which is a cloudy pod. Then we have a 0.6, a 0.8, a 1 ohm, a 1.2 ohm. You never know which ones to go out and buy. And that's the problem that Voopoo are trying to solve. They're giving you more choice with just one pod. This is the 0.7 pod. It's the main pod to be released with the new Argus, which is a backward compatible device. So if you've got old Argus pods, you can use them in this, but the resistance will be fixed. When you use the brand new 0.7 pod, these dual coil mesh pods have a 0.7 option, a 1 ohm option, and if you select the G4, they also have a 0.4 option. But on the G4 Mini, it's a 0.7 and a 1 ohm. So very much for your 50-50 Nixel, something like this. So if you're into a Nixel, which is a 10 mg nicotine or a 20 mg nicotine, those higher nicotines are perfect for these kind of pods, a 0.7 and a 1 ohm resistance. And to get that 0.7 and 1 ohm, I will show you now. We just remove this transit sticker and try not to fire the device. So we place it in to the device itself and it illuminates. Now, the color of that illumination changes depending on what way you place the pod. If I turn it 180, it should go white. There we go. So the white light indicates that it's in 0.7. So think about it like this. it's going to be more cloudy. So you've got a big white cloud, white light. This side goes green and you're now in the higher resistance. So a more cigarette style of 1 ohm resistance. Less cloud production when it's green at 1 ohm, but still perfect for that 50-50 NIC salt. 2 coils in 1 pod. Really clever. I like what they've done here. Also, while we're on the Argus G4, with this device, you have the same battery as the larger G4. So the G4 Mini and the G4 share the same battery. That is a 1650 milliamp hours battery. So a really good size when you think typically they're around 1000 milliamp hours. You've got fast charge, which is 5 volt 2 amp on the side of the device. Again, really good to see. So not a lot of downtime when using the device. So I'll put that back on the orange side, same size battery as the G4. Now, the G4, it comes with loads of things, where previously we saw a user manual and USB-C charge cable. We've got the USB-C charge cable. We've got the user manual. We get a lanyard. I mean, you don't see lanyards as often now. We appreciate that, especially Herb, all the way over in Canada, a long-time viewer. He loves a lanyard. Then we have a pod compatibility, little fold out, kind of goes over all the different resistances. It also comes with a spare 0.7, so you get 2 pods. I really like that. And then you get a little guide on how to make your pod last for longer. So now the Argus G4. We've had a little twirly twirl with the G4 Mini. Let's have a twirl with the Argus G4. On the back, we've got that sliding adjustable airflow. We have, ASMR. I haven't got the microphone on it, so I'm just going to peel it off. There you go. So we remove that. And underneath, we have a screen. We have a command button or a fire button on the side. Very nice positioning on there. USB-C charge port. Some lovely colour fading there from a dark orange to a gold. Really nice. Again, branding on the base, and on this side we've got the range, which again, Argus on the base of this one. Little flat base there, fine for standing, and again the pods are identical. So we've got that 0.7, which turns into a 1 ohm when rotated. So 1 ohm, 0.7, and the big difference here is this pod has a party trick. It will combine the 1 ohm and the 0.7 ohm and deliver 0.4, something that the Argus G4 Mini cannot do. That has 2 options, 0.7, 1 ohm. This has 0.4, 0.7 and 1 ohm. It's one pod with 3 choices. So a lot going on in new technology with this one. As I mentioned, inside it has the same battery, which is a 1650 milliamp hours. Really good to see that on a pod of this form factor. Nice and slender. Let's turn the device on. So 5 clicks and the screen, lovely and clear. We've got battery readout as a bar and as a percentage. We've got our wattage, and then you can see more information on the resistance of the coil, whether it's locked, and the puff count. Here we can see it's unlocked, but currently it's not picking up the coil because of that contact protection on the base. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pop open some e-liquid and drop that inside. So I'm using Vampire Vape's Max. This is a new range of liquid, or VV Max. It's fruit bears. In this range, they have the option of a 20 mg, but also for those that are looking to reduce the nicotine dependency, you can drop it down by half, and that's enough. So we can see our liquid really nice and clear. So one of the big fears that you have, or you certainly should have when you're vaping, is your battery running out and your liquid running out. If you run your liquid down, the coil will be dry and you'll burn the wicking material. So being able to have a nice visible pod, fantastic. These pods again are 2 mil in TPD regions, and 3.5mm on the international version. We remove the transit sticker. And on the base of the coil, you can see the magnets on the outside, the contacts either side with a center pin this time. And I guess that is a constant negative. And then you've got your positive for the 1 ohm and your positive for the 0.7. So again, just a different way of looking at it. Those two holes are just your airflow. It all looks very familiar. There's nothing stand out. That is simply 5 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I know you're thinking, well, it's 5 clicks to turn it on. Well, if I held, that's 5 clicks to turn it off. But it's also where your menu is. So 5 clicks, we've turned it back on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're back into the menu, and it round robins. We've got a puff count, we've got a lock, which is a button lock. We can exit the menu, or we can change themes. So different user interfaces on this one that you can select depending on what you fancy, really. So it's just a different way of looking at your information with a bit of color. Everything you need there, really. So I can see 89% battery, 0 puff counts. It's now coming up with tips. To adjust it to 0.7, just turn. So currently I'm on 1 ohm. 1, 2. You've now selected 0.4. 1, 2. You've now gone back to 1 ohm. Turn the pod 180. I'm now on 0.7. 1, 2. And again, it drops to 0.4. So you can imagine the technology here is that you've got either the 1 ohm or the 0.7 ohm selected. And when you go to the 0.4, you're using 2 coils at the same time. So you will use more battery, but you're going to have way more flavor, way more dense vapor production. 1, 2. Let's go back for a gentle start on this coil. So we'll try it at the 0.7. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that flavor. Even on the 0.7, it's a nice dense vape. We're going to try that on the G4 Mini. Let's just switcheroo. We'll take that standard pod out that comes with it. Again, both of them get the advantage of these new pods. You can see here on the box, it's got the 0.7 or the 1 ohm switchable pod. So I drop it into this device and it's white. So I know I'm on the 0.7. Switch it around, it will go green. And I know I'm on 1 ohm. So let's try out the 1 ohm. Even at 1 ohm, that is very, very good flavor. You can dial that in obviously now with the adjustable airflow. If you like it really restricted or if you like it really loose, you can choose exactly how you like that. So I did say there's a lot to cover in this video. You've got 2 new devices from Voopoo, one with a stripped out, really, really simple approach to everyday carry vaping. And this device really does do it all. So you're not really missing anything. You don't get that 0.4 option that you get with the display screen on this one. Obviously 2 clicks and I can quickly go into a sub-ohm cloud, which I'm going to do right now. Wow, loads of flavor. I mean, the VV Max range is super, super fruity. If you love the disposable levels of fruity flavors, you're going to get it with those e-liquids. 50-50 Nixol at 0.4 I didn't think would be that enjoyable, but it's very, very good. Now, the G4 is where it's at. This has everything. Bearing in mind, yes, this appeals to new users. It's very, very simple to use, but with the G4, you have 0.4. You've just got more options available. You're not going to get lost in the menu. It's 5 clicks to find the menu and then a long hold to select. What we should do is check out the lock mode. Now, if I'm placing the device down, you can see currently it is unlocked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have here, we can clear the puff count or we can lock the device by just a long hold. And now it will not auto draw. So it is inhale activated on both of these devices, but you cannot use this device while it's locked. Very, very simple to unlock it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go down to unlock, long hold, and that's it. Also, you'll see I'm in 0.5 on the 0.4 mode. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can take that all the way up to the maximum power, which is 35 watts. Now, what happens when you change the resistance? So 1, 2, I'm now going into 0.7. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, it will not let you go max power to 35 watts because it's the safety resistance of that coil, so that you won't burn out the coil. It takes it to a maximum of 18. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can run it low, which is never a great advice to do, or you can go within the range of the coil. And if you're unsure at any point of what the range is, it does say when you drop the pod in. 14 to 18 watts. So 16 is a nice, sensible, happy middle ground, especially on a brand new pod. So on this one, you do have the advantages of being able to fine tune if you like the range to be slightly more one way or the other. Whereas with the G4 Mini, it's just set up for you. They've both got smart mode. They work great in smart mode, but if you wanted to dial it in, then it's the G4. I've really enjoyed this device. I think that every brand that has a dual coil pod should be looking at this type of innovation. The fact that one pod now gives you 3 resistances, that just blows my mind. I mean, you're now only going to look at buying one pod type for the Argus going forward. I mean, the older Argus pods, they're still available if you want to stick with just one type of resistance, but if you want choices, then the Argus G4 pods are the way to go. Now, there's been a lot of information in this video, and while you've been consuming it, I hope you've been thinking about liking the video, maybe hitting subscribe, or watching another video that will come up anytime soon somewhere around the screen here, and I'll see you maybe in that one. Bye for now.